morning, everybody. It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday morning. Wednesday. And it's a good morning, folks. How are we doing out there? Woo! It's cold in Atlanta. It's a cold day in hell. It's cold. It's cold, man. Cheers. No coffee this morning, unfortunately. Oh. Calling to me, plus I always want to know the destination. Woo. All right. All right. No coffee. I know, it's a very sad state of affairs. It's very unfortunate. Plus with hair that looks like this, I mean, come on. What are we doing this morning? It looks like I just rolled out of bed. Probably because I did. What's up, everybody? Howdy, howdy, howdy. Hello, friends. What up, Bet? What's up, folks on YouTube? What up, Alice? Is this the kind of coffee you serve at your restaurant? Anyway. Anyway. You can't seem to get warm at all? Yo, I feel the same way in my house, man. This shit's awful. It's terrible. But I was out last night taking some really cool pictures. So at some point I'll share those with you. Hold on, my camera's a little crooked. That looks better, I think. Maybe? Hopefully? Yes? Excellent. I don't like those ghost notes on the drone. So folks, when last we encountered each other, when last we met, there was an inauguration happening, but now it's done. So we're gonna, oh boy, but we're not gonna start there. We're gonna start with what in the hell? What is a, folks in the UK? What is a gas card? What do you do with gas cards? I hear there's something about like refilling for your heat or something. I'm about to look into this myself. We don't have that here, I don't think. Getting a new card or key for your meter. Here we go. British Gas. Real clever name too. Real cheeky name there. You put money on it and then stick it in your meter? Folks, I would advise you to get your, like, doctors, you know what I mean, before sticking it in your meter. So, a prepayment meter? So what's the deal if people prepay and then there's a blizzard? Yeah, but what if I can't get to a local shop? What the hell? What's up, DeMarcus? You got a dumb question. This came from the WW's It's a cool theme song, I believe, Slow Chemical by Finger 11. I should totally learn it on guitar. Slow Chemical by Finger. They've got some cool stuff. I'm gonna look into his entrance music and see if it's even cool. Oh. You have, like, an amount of, as an emergency. Okay. This all just seems very odd. It's very old school. What does your gas meter look like? It's like, check the gas meter for any error messages. I couldn't tell you where my gas meter was. I mean, I could probably make a pretty educated guess based on the fact that I've seen the thing a few times, but like, if you need it quicker, you can find super agents on the Payzone map. It's a plastic box with spinning numbers on it. It's inside your house. That's so cool. Anyway, all right. So, do like old people die sometimes when they run out of gas? Or is this a pretty good system? Like, does it work or is it a pain in the ass? I guess that's what I'm curious about. Because I don't really, like, you know what I mean? We don't do that here. We don't do that here. We don't have TV licenses and shit like that. We have, like, actual infrastructure. Sometimes. Tally, that's the spirit. Folks, if anybody else is confused, Googling is amazing. Elderly can and have died as they haven't been able to afford heat. We do that here, too. It's just part of the population control. I mean, like, as far as, you know... Oh, no, me card broke. Oh, I can't prepay my life-saving heat. Oi. Or whatever. I don't know. It just seems... I would be anxious as fuck having that system in my house. It starts to snow, and I'm like, do I have enough whatever to get me through to the next 5 years? Yes or no? What's up, Fruities? How's it going? Well, what? We're talking about UK gas meters. Ew. It's important to let them know this is an emergency gas card and that you don't have a 7-digit RTI code. This sounds so damn complicated. Can I get my lost credit back? This is very interesting. This is a fascinating system you all have. UK doesn't exist. Oh, that's true. Yeah, Princess, we have like protections for people where like it's illegal to not have heat like running in your place. In both versions, you pay every few months, but you also have a top-up card as well. Built to bus where your meter is outside. Well, Angel, why do you do that? What are the two separate? Is it like a budgeting thing? You saw a video of someone going around to elderly folks' home who couldn't go top off and had run through the emergency supply. Alex, absolutely. Absolutely. I would just be... That would not be... No. I would just not. I would not. I would think about doing, and then I would not. Folks, we're going to move on from this, and from this song, because it's kind of annoying. For whatever the hell reason. This is going to be a quick one. You pay by month direct debit as it removes the anxiety of thinking the supply will die at any point due to lack of funding. But then, like, why doesn't everyone do that? Why isn't that just a system? What's up, Mrs. Hart? I hope you and the mister are doing well. And the mister? And the third mister? Anyway. We get the safety of having it there, and you have a top-up card to stop getting a big bill. Cool. Oh, cool. Yep, that makes perfect sense. Absolutely. Yeah, Tally, it's like going to a gas... It sounds funny because it's like going to a gas station here, but that's... Oh, it's like getting to the petrol here. You know, you go to your petrol pump. You know. You live in the country, we have gas tanks we have to fill up. Yo, that's even more scary. That's even more terrifying. Y'all remember that there was that, a couple years ago around Halloween, I was reading scary stories, and there was one about a couple who, like, go out into some property in the woods, but it's, like, a big deal that, like, the gas people don't come around to fill up your gas or whatever. I think they got eaten at the end. I don't remember. What if heat were just included in rent? Look. Anyway. Hoppiton says they're generally installed in lower income houses for people who didn't pay their bill. Ironically, it's more expensive than a monthly bill. It's a disgusting scam. Now that is good information, folks. That's very interesting. You gonna put 49 quid at a time? I don't have any squid. But folks, eel sauce. Eel sauce. Why do they call it that? Why is it called eel sauce? We're about to find out. Eel sauce name origin. This AI overview is absolutely dog shit worthless. Is it made from eel? Is it eel? Folks, let's find out. What is eel sauce? Oh no. Contrary to popular belief, your cousin was dipshit and pissed off the gas company, refused to serve his farm. That's real intelligent. That's a smart thing to do. Folks, make sure you piss off the people who keep you alive. That's you know, it's a good look. We love doing that in the U.S. I dare you to kill me. Like, it's like, Jesus Christ, man. So many people these days. Not that your who is it, your brother is doing that, but like, when I think about people out in the wild just trying folks left and right, it reminds me of the guy I saw at the convention who was very dissatisfied with the level of electric current he felt doing some electro play. And pretty much was like, I would like to have an electric chair style experience, which I thought was a really odd thing to look for. But anyway, contrary to popular belief, folks, eel sauce does not contain eel as an ingredient. The name is derived from its traditional use as a glaze for grilled eel dishes, particularly unagi, freshwater eel, and anago, sea eel, in Japanese cuisine. Over time, chefs began incorporating this luscious sauce into other dishes, leading to its widespread popularity. The primary ingredients of eel sauce typically include soy sauce, mirin, which is a sweet rice wine, sake, a Japanese rice wine, and sugar. Huh. The sauce undergoes a slow reduction process, allowing the flavors to meld and intensify. The result is a thick, glossy sauce with a perfect balance of sweetness and umami, making it a versatile companion for various dishes. Alright, folks. I kind of want to try some eel sauce. Eel sauce is to eel as spaghetti sauce is to spaghetti. No, it's what they feed the eels. Yeah, processed cheese food. It's what they feed the cheese. We love it. Love it. And there's a giant accessibility button at the bottom of this website. I love that even more. That sounds like your teriyaki sauce. Why is it called eel sauce? Gracie, because historically it is used as a glaze for grilled eel. Finally reached your 5 years at your company? Yo. DeMarcus, did you get a plaque or, like, a gift card? Alright, well, that was just some curiosity on my part, folks. We can move on. We can move on. So, now that I'm cross-streaming, right, I've got access to hundreds of thousands of eyeballs right now. Has anybody tried the Chick-fil-A fries since we brought them up last week? Chick-fil-A folks added pea protein, PEA protein. Is there... Anyway, to their fries to make them crunchier. And people were freaking out. Now, keep in mind that the most usually unpleasant people who are prone to not like shit are also the loudest people you've ever met in your life. You know. Yeah, for those of us who are not boycotting Chick-fil-A, because I know not all of you boycott things. I'm aware of that. Chicken fillet is coming to north of Ireland? No, the hell it's not. Is it really? They're putting a Why does my beard look... God, I look ridiculous. Why does my Chick-fil-A... Why is Chick-fil-A coming to Ireland? What the... Bruh. What is this headline? What is this headline? Chick-fil-A to return to UK with double opening in Northern Ireland. Anyway. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Belfast Live. This is good. This is good, accurate, good information. It is Apple Green Station, 3 miles from you. Yo, hell yeah. The location... I can't do an accent. I'm not even trying an Irish accent. No, stop with the pop-ups. Enough splash screens. I'm soaking wet, man. Enough splash. The location of Northern Ireland's first Chick-fil-A restaurant has been confirmed. The U.S. fast food giant has entered into a new licensing partnership with Apple Green Northern Ireland, where it will open its first 2 stores in the country. Chick-fil-A will open at Apple Green's Lisburn South Motorway service area on the M1. That's a lot of words. I hope that means something to some of you, because that don't mean shit to me. Followed by the second location at Apple Green Temple Patrick on the M2 in March. What the fuck? What are y'all naming stuff over there? Don't move. Yeah, yo, don't move to America. You've had two ads in a day to move to America? What the hell? What do you mean move to America? What does it purport the value to be? Yeah, but has anybody tried the fries? We don't have a... All right. Bum, 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 bum. Cool. All right, so no follow-up on that. That's fine. You get an increased PTO and you get to pick an item from a catalog and kitchen knives? Ooh. DeMarcus. The cup of grace and mercy floweth over, my friend. That is very good. Madison, you tried them? She said they tasted weird. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. This is making you hungry. All right, I can't read. Madison tried them. They said they tasted weird. Oh, the individual amazingness? Sometimes... Oh, what do you get? A fucking ad for Illinois? We get ads for states over here. Come to Georgia. We're killing all our chickens. You can help. Take a cudgel. No on the fries. You don't have a Chick-fil-A close to you. If the answer is no... Alright, so there's new fries and they taste weird, according to Madison. Which is perfectly legitimate. They're probably gross. Okay. Alright, moving on. America's favorite grocery store, folks. What do we think it is? America's most popular grocery store. And this is a very good time to talk about the words that people use when they're writing headlines. What does popular mean as opposed to favorite, folks? I'm sure there's some stupid minutia here, which is why they came up with, well, the answer I'm about to tell you. Unironically, no bullshit, no bullshit. All right, nobody look it up. Nobody look it up. Which grocery store exactly is America's favorite, folks? You don't need to wonder. What's up, Wild? Flaum? That's a cool name. You don't need to wonder too hard, as YouGov, a market research and analytics firm, recently released new data showcasing which grocery store those living in the U.S. love most. To come to its conclusions, the researchers interviewed 1,220 people. God, that's a tiny number. In the U.S. over the months of October, November, and December of 2024 to gather nationally representative data. That's a stupid poll. That's not anybody. That's you asked 3 people. After breaking down all the responses... After breaking down all the responses, folks, it named 7-Eleven as America's favorite grocery store for all adults. Folks, 7-Eleven is a gas station. Like, the chain, which we know you could argue is more of a road trip stop than a grocery store, scored a whopping 97% on the fame scale, meaning people have heard of the brand. Okay, so they're using horseshit metrics to come to a nonsense conclusion. Nobody buys groceries at 7-Eleven. So stupid. It also received a 65% popularity rating under the grocery store category, meaning people who have a positive opinion on a topic. This is bullshit. This is all nonsense, folks. Statistics is nonsense. This is nonsense. Only 8% of respondents disliked it, while 24% remained neutral. But this is at a fucking grocery store. Squam, that's a failure by like a bunch of people. It's a failure by a bunch of people. That kind of shit should not be in the hands of a chain, in my very humble, perfect opinion. Trader Joe's, a much more traditional... Wait, who buys... Who's buying fresh produce at their 7-Eleven? Squam, besides you, who buys fresh produce at a 7-Eleven? Show of hands. Show of hands. That's not. That's what I'm saying. You get a bad stomach bug eating 7-Eleven food. There we go. It should have been Aldi. It should have been Trader Joe's. It should have been like 900 different things, but unfortunately, they decided it was 7-Eleven because a lot of people. You boycott 7-Eleven too? For what reason? Why do I have so many windows? Oh, getting a new card for my prepayment meter. Great. You live in Germany, so not you probably. You're a Quick Trip girly? That's not even the real Quick Trip. It's spelled a K. That's like the crab stick of Quick Trip. Also, why are you apologizing? I'm not disappointed by the fact that you don't buy your shit at 7-Eleven. Y'all apologize for some weird stuff. You buy your produce from Dollar General or Walmart. Tally, I hate that. I dislike that very much. I dislike that for you very much. Dollar General is destroying this country. Dollar General is ripping apart our communities. Dollar General, honey, you grow your own food? Okay, great. Well, all right. Again, if the answer is no, folks, if the answer is no, right, to a question where I'm looking for, you know, yeses. Anyway, we don't do nearly enough to boot Dollar General and shit like that out of our communities. A lot of people are trying, and it's insane. It's nuts. All right, moving on. Moving on. Somebody came up with a video of soda releases for 2025, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to... Wow. Okay. I guess. The Google AI overview just told me a bunch of stuff. So let's read this. And we'll see. Maybe it's maybe this stuff happens. Maybe it's just making shit up. I think that'd be fun, right? That'd be pretty cool. IKEA has the best mustard. I feel like sometimes y'all just say stuff. What up, Source? Like just to be saying things. You know what I mean? Like not for like an actual reason, just because we like saying stuff. You know? Alright, anyway. In 2025, several soda brands are releasing new flavors, including Coca-Cola, Sprite, Dr. Pepper, and Pepsi. Some of these new sodas will be available in both regular and zero sugar varieties. So, folks, to start this off, we have... Look it up, IKEA mustard. I'm not looking up some goddamn IKEA mustard. I don't care. I don't care enough to look up IKEA mustard. I don't eat mustard. I eat honey mustard. You know who's got the best honey mustard ever? It's like a four-way tie, actually. But Ken's is pretty good, and so is Roasters. Anyway. Oh, Charlie's used to sell their honey mustard. That shit's amazing. There we go, cheese methods. That Ken's shit. Oh, yeah. All right. Coca-Cola Orange Cream. I will be trying this. I will, in fact, be trying this. This flavor will be available in 2025 in February and may be available until early 2026, depending on... IKEA mustard is like honey mustard, but better. That's not a thing. That's just patently false. Mustard and honey mustard shouldn't be the same thing. Squam, what are you trying to get me to eat? It sounds like... nonsense. Alright, alright. Alright. Coca-Cola Orange Cream. That sounds pretty good. Would you all eat that? DeMarcus, you would not try that? Based on that emoji, I'm going to go with you're probably not going to put that in your body, huh? It's so good. Or did you mishear? Wait, Orange Vanilla Coke is coming back? Coca-Cola Orange Cream is coming. What does that mean, folks? Well, they don't have to legally have anything that looks like vanilla in there. You know what I mean? So, like, oh, man. Oh, this is watering down the way we talk about things and what's in your products in real time. Anyway. Sprite! Ew! I mean... Oi, bruv! Sprite and tea. This flavor will be available in 2025, so says Google's AI experiment making stuff up nonsense. Yo, Coke Zero is probably really good. Coke Zero Vanilla is probably amazing. You'll try most things once. My kind of gal. Yep, Sprite mixed with tea. That sounds disgusting. It's probably gonna be like green tea Sprite or something. They're trying to take on whoever in Arizona who's making all this stuff. People are like mixing water and like tea. I don't know. Do y'all drink that was it like death water? Liquid Death? Don't they make a bunch of like weird tea combos? Alright, we've got Tropical Mix. Sprite is spicy water. Sprite is not spicy water. Oh boy. Grumble, that shit's amazing. I stay away from it because I would like it way too much. But it is very good. What's up, the Tin Man? That is quite a tickle you got going there. Quite a tickle. The sparkling Liquid Death is good. Ooh. What the fuck is going on here? Okay. So you're not a bot. Alright, what are you? McDonald's Sprite is very spicy. Yeah, don't they use more carbonation in it or something? You saw a TikTok trend of infusing Sprite with iced tea bags? That's gross, man. Just, put cough syrup in it like normal people. God. We're doing all this kinds of wild shit. Like, we already figured out the best way to change your Sprite. Alright, Tropical Mix Sprite. Which, one of the greatest soda inventions ever is Sprite Tropical Remix. Sprite Remix from like 2007 was the best thing ever. That was one of the first, like, in my life at least, like big chain novelty like soda marketing thing. I don't know. It was pretty cool. So hopefully they didn't screw that flavor up like they did the winter spiced cranberry. Remember DNL, the Green 7? I loved it, Squam. I loved it. It was amazing. It was so good. So good. So good! Oh, man. Alright, and we also have Chill Strawberry Kiwi. Now, folks, why didn't we just call it Strawberry Kiwi? Why is it gotta be Chill Strawberry Kiwi? That makes me suspicious. But, whatever. What's up, Ayana? Cherry Sprite is your favorite? Cherry Sprite's good stuff. It's good for a mixer. Remember the 7-Up spot game for the Sega? Yes. I played it most recently on the Super Nintendo. Years ago. What's up, Hoya? Thank you for the follow. Can you make a wish for the next theme? What the hell? What is the theme? Are we variations on a theme? Yeah, no, the spot game is impossible to beat. It's super hard. It's ridiculous. It's awful. And unfortunately, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yo, because the fruits are just chill like that. Rose just came out with peach and strawberry syrups, and it's great. I'm all about it. All right, moving on. Dr. Pepper Blackberry will be available in February 2025 in 12-ounce cans and 20-ounce bottles, plus a zero-sugar option. No, DeMarcus, that's absolutely true, because they're diluting the flavor profile and description and stuff with, things that you're just supposed to feel about, not shit you can actually taste, which should be illegal in my, When I'm king of this place... Anyway. Pepsi, Wild Cherry and Cream. This flavor will be available in 20... Don't they make this? Cherry Vanilla Pepsi? We don't already have that? Sunkist is coming out with a Raspberry Blood Orange variety, which will be available in, you guessed it, 2025. And then Tropical 7-Up will be available. What about that dream flavor? Oh, it tastes like dreams. No, it tastes like a capitalist nightmare. It tastes like dreams. It tastes like it tastes like heaven. This place tastes like hell. Oh, it's spicy Coke. Why? I don't know. Fuck you. Okay. Great. Anyway. Talk about a specific theme after this. Oh, I got a list of topics, by the way. What you got? What's your theme? What do you... pray tell. I mean, plenty of people come in here and try to change the subject. So, you know, props for at least asking first. I'm genuinely curious what you got. Dear Brad says not considered water. Yeah, none of that shit is water. Sprite's not spicy water. Oof. The German school system? I actually know a bit about the German school system. It's pretty interesting. Hey, about that local sports team. Hey, which one? Atlanta teams stay losing. We actually have, the next thing I have is something called Stargate. Which, if that sounds, you know... You know. What is the sound in the background of this? It sounds like a cat. Alright, alright. Folks, I have no idea what the fuck this is, and look, honestly, it's kind of helpful for my mental health that I don't dig into some of this stuff before the show, so that you and I can have the experience of, like, real-time going through this information. I think it's important for all of us to do so. I fancy myself a pretty good synthesizer of information, and that is a important skill that a lot of folks don't have in this day and age. And the media genuinely tries to make it very difficult to figure out what's true. And that's not a conspiracy, that's just writing has changed. And sometimes I'm wrong about stuff. You know, that's important too. So folks, Stargate. Trump, this is when it's going to get a little political. We're going to talk about politics, folks, because it is a topic and it's very important in the United States right now. So if you are afraid of politics, please do not drop that in the chat. Like, we are going to be adults about this and figure out what is actually happening in our actual country for some of us. Cheers. Trump announces $500 billion Stargate AI project. Quote, the country will be prospering like never before. So what does this mean? What does that mean? Oh yeah, Squam. Unfortunately, you can't just put that word in there. It gets blocked. President Trump announced on Tuesday a private sector investment of up to $500 billion to build artificial intelligence infrastructure, aiming to outpace rival nations in the business-critical technology. So, it's only business-critical because they try to force it in everywhere. Trump said the joint venture called Stargate, I wonder who named that shit, it smells like Elon's Musk, will build data centers, which are terrible for the environment, and create more than 100,000 jobs in the United States, which honestly does not sound like a lot for a $500 billion investment. It was Graham. No, I'm feeling way about it. It's whatever. ChatGPT creator OpenAI, SoftBank, and Oracle, along with other equity backers of Stargate, have committed $100 billion for immediate deployment, with the remaining investment expected over the next 4 years. Interesting, Musk is not involved in this. OpenAI, SoftBank, and Oracle. Now, Oracle is a huge company. Oracle has pockets. CEOs Masayoshi Son of SoftBank and Sam Altman of OpenAI, along with Oracle chairman Larry Ellison, joined Trump at the White House for the launch. Great. Immediately, Stargate will be building the physical and virtual infrastructure to power the next generation of advancements in AI, said Trump, and this will include the construction of colossal data centers. Yeah. Stargate sounds stupid. If I had the power to control my neighbors, what do I turn on? Yo, I turn on the morning zoo. Come on now. It's the best show on Earth. It's the best place to be. Anyway. Ellison said the first of the project's data centers are currently under construction in Texas. 20 will be built, 500,000 square feet each, he said. 500,000 square feet each. So they're currently under construction in Texas. Bits of a private sector investment that Trump announced yesterday were already going in Texas. A $500 billion venture that Trump announced yesterday when he was inaugurated had already been going on. Well, there's that. The most charismatic, and that means nothing. That means not a damn thing. Applications of AI, said Ellison, would pertain to electronic health records, which would let doctors monitor best practices in far-flung places, which would allow the government to fucking spy on your body, man. What are we doing here? Most charismatic. Get AI to wash my damn dishes. For instance, a doctor in Indian River Reservation would be able to see how a doctor at Memorial Sloan Kettering would treat a patient. Just talk to each other. What are we doing? This is bullshit, folks. This is nonsense. This is nothing. This is nothing. Yeah, keeping up with the world so foreign adversaries don't advance beyond this is necessary. Look, Tin Man, I'm all about like a devil's advocate or whatever, but like foreign adversaries is such a stupid way of saying some of this stuff. We keep saying that like you're supposed to be afraid. Afraid of what? What is there to fear from China that I don't currently have to fear from the United States? Famine? They're killing all of the chicken in the state that raises the most chicken. Groceries are expensive as hell. I don't really have many personal freedoms. I can't do a whole lot. Am I serious? Yeah. Yeah, it's to mine our data. The shit that's already being taken by everybody right now. Yeah, give me something to fear that the United States can't do to me right now if they wanted to. You know what I mean? Like, we say foreign adversaries. We keep using that word. But, like, my mom has an app on her phone that monitors the inside of her heart. I don't think there's a whole lot to be afraid of from somebody else at this point. I mean, maybe it's an existential fear of a decreased standard of living, but, like, I hate this. Like, it's, you know what I mean? I'm a fortunate guy. I do pretty well, and it is still not easy or comfortable to navigate this place. To take your health data, you just got a letter from your doctor's office because their database was hacked and your info may have been leaked. And that wasn't China. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that nuts? That's what I'm saying, folks. Why data centers? AI requires enormous computing power, pushing demand for specialized data centers that let tech companies to link thousands of chips together in clusters. They have to produce a lot of electricity and will make it possible for them to get that production done very easily at their own plants if they want, Trump said. Oh, this sounds like a nuclear investment. I would love that. I would love that. That'd be phenomenal. As U.S. power consumption rises from AI data centers and the electrification of buildings and transportation, about half of the country is at increased risk of power supply shortfalls in the next decade. What? Why is this in this article? Folks, this article is about the Stargate thing, and the very last thing says, a clue to new TikTok ownership? During the briefing, Trump also floated the idea of his billionaire friend, Elon Musk, buying the social media app TikTok. He then turned to Ellison saying, "I'd like Larry to buy it too. I have the right to make a deal." Yo, Tin Man, what am I supposed to be afraid of from China? No, Tin Man, come back. Come back. Tin Man. Tin Man, hey. No, I need something to be afraid of. Moving on in our, whatever we're doing here. Without using the word... Squam, it's very weird. Using laws to legislate that a company has to be sold is very weird. Very unfortunate. We are going to address the salute, because I do have thoughts on it. If you don't know what it is, please Google Elon Musk salute, and you will be brought up to speed post-haste. Now. This is not a place for fear-mongering. I will not give credence to conspiratorial theories. Just to get that off our chest. Because this is, in fact, a responsible show. Folks. So, what happened? The man was making a speech, and then in some weird gesture of, like, it's good editing to upset people. Oh, man. Oh, boy, we're gonna have a time, you and I. Alright. So the conspiracy there is it's editing to upset people. That's a conspiracy, and we can't, there's no way to prove that. Therefore, we can discount it entirely. So, you saw the whole thing. Great. So, and I'm going to talk about it. So the man very vehemently hit his chest, and then boy howdy did he fling that arm right out to the crowd once, and then he turned around and made sure that he did it to the other side. Now here's my bone to pick with everybody who thinks this is intended to drive derision and all this stuff. He did it before he said anything. He did it and then gave the context. The timeline is this. He did the salute, he turned around and did it again, and then he started talking about his heart going out to people. Timelines matter, folks. Timelines matter because they give us a view into how people think about the way they do things. The man very clearly saluted twice, and then probably realized he did something incredibly stupid, or did not provide the context he meant to because he was too busy jumping and shouting on stage. Was the man intentionally showing support for a political party of yesteryear? And by the way, I see the chat going. I'm not looking at it. I can't even imagine what's going on in there right now. Did he do that as a deliberate, callback to a former genocide? Probably not specifically in that moment. But we can't keep talking about shit like everything's an accident. We used to try to avoid the appearance of impropriety in this country. We used to try to stay away from things that even looked weird, that even looked like they could be, abused or co-opted or anything like that. And that's part of the real issue that I think people aren't real. The fact that we're having this conversation at all is insane. Because people should know better than to do stuff like that on stage. And the fact that he gets away with it and we all have to pretend like he was, my heart goes out to you. Like, okay, we get it. I got you. We got it. He has Asperger's. I don't care. I don't give a shit. He shouldn't be doing things that might look like a you know, fascist salute on stage. That's just some genuine, that's just advice, mano y mano, you know what I mean? If I told him, I'd say, hey man, maybe if you want to say your heart goes out, maybe a gesture from the midsection of, you know what I mean? But what the fuck was that? Well, Source, the good thing about this is that all of it... What's up, Fredo? All of it is our opinions. Because his intent is unknowable, and that's the problem. So what we have to look at is what actually happened, the timeline of it, and the things that we see with our bare fucking eyes. It was irresponsible and stupid. And unfortunately, due to the power plays in this country right now, he won't have any... He's How is Donald Trump not embarrassed by this? How is he not embarrassed by this? Yeah, Joe, and people can say that all day, but then, you know, there's people on the other side who will just say, well, no, it's not. So, okay, until somebody arrests him, until he faces, right, a consequence for this, no side of the general public gets a confirmation. Until he faces a consequence, but is lack of consequence, is that lending credence at this point in the public sphere? I mean, let's think about that, folks. If you got a consequence, we would say, well, the government, that means he did something wrong. But if he doesn't, does that necessarily mean he didn't do something wrong? I wonder. You know what I mean? It's very weird. Stimming and all this is all well and good, folks. But it's not, I'm not gonna have, it's not our responsibility to put up with a man who cannot control himself on stage and does shit that looks like it could be very offensive. You know what I mean? It's an odd thing to do. Plus, I stand behind the people that are like, great, if you think it was excellent, go do it to your boss. Go tell your boss your heart goes out to them. Next time you're in a meeting, just tell them when your heart goes out to them. And do Elon Musk's "My heart goes out to you" salute. When they put that in Fortnite, I'll believe it was not, you know, the other thing. When that's a Fortnite emote, I'll believe it. You don't buy the stimming reasoning? Well, the thing is, like, I don't buy or not buy that. Like, I can't say one way or the other. None of us can. Because it doesn't matter if he was or not. Again, there's no path to the general public getting a clear and specific answer about his intention. But it's sure as fuck distracting from all the other horrors going on in it. Yeah, and anybody who hides behind their autism or mental illness of any kind is absolutely insane. Yo, DeMarcus, no worries. I think it's important we talk about this stuff. So organic, absolutely, absolutely. But like, we can't pretend like these are regular citizens. I got media training, and I was not ever in front of anywhere under a podium, ever. I was tangentially related to the PR department for a few months and got some media training, folks. The problem is that no one can tell this guy anything. Anything. Or Donald Trump. You can't tell any of these people anything. So we just get to have the speculation until something happens. But folks, in so much as we have to consider that, consider also that everybody said, no, he won't do that. It's not a thing. Oh, you're just saying things to get elected. Okay. 200 executive orders yesterday. There's only 2 genders in the United States now. The Gulf of America is a thing. We're about to drill right through Alaska into hell. Like, folks, At some point, you're not worth my time. Oh, he won't do that. He already did. Already did. He already started. And, like, I'm done being surprised. And I'm not arguing with that anymore. Oh, he won't really do that. Yes, he will. There are legal challenges to all of those. We'll see. We'll see what happens, folks. If you all have faith in our legislative system, in the judiciary system, that's all well and good. But like, yeah, why are we doing anything that was co-opted at any point? You know what I mean? Why? Just why? Just why? Why? I don't know. It seems like something you would not do in front of people. The intent doesn't really matter, because if Donald Trump got up and declared himself a member of the fascist party, it wouldn't change much. Also consider that. Y'all, consider what would actually change. What powers are there to change that? Right? So anyway, no, we can put whatever we want on a map. You know what I mean? We can change anything on a map. We can call China, you know, the Western United States or whatever. It doesn't matter. They want a dead name Denali Mountain, yeah, because they're stupid. But that's what they want, folks. As long as you hate the same people these people hate, you're gonna be A-okay the next 4 years. But if you are one of the people who potentially could be targeted by this administration because you, I don't know, have facets of your personality that you can't really change and all this kind of stuff, I don't know. Take care of yourself. Look out for the people around you. I'm a skeptic, Princess. Historians will have so much to work with. No, they won't. The plaque for January 6th will never be put up in the Capitol. Historians aren't going to have shit to work with. Oh, he would never. He already did. And get those people out of your life. Just stop associating with. They live in denial of not only their own culpability, but also the security of the people around them. Oh, I voted for him, but he won't really round up my neighbors. He just, I know he said that, but he wouldn't do that. Wait, what's that van? Hey, wait, where are you taking it? Yo, it is not a fucking long trip from point A to point B. Anyway. Why turning 65 isn't what it used to be, according to an expert. Ooh. I got some good news for you. You want some good news? Oh, no. What did I just close? Oh, wait. No, I didn't close anything. There we go. All right. Great. Cool. Excellent. Sorry, I got like 19 windows. What's up, Amy Ray? Thanks for the follow. All right. Here we go. Did I close the good news? No. Stephen Reed says he signed an executive order this birth certificate doesn't mean it's because you can't sign an executive order if that makes sense. Yes, Cheese Bath. And what I need you to understand is, at a certain point, that's not going to stop anybody. Like, I think that you would probably agree with me if I speculated that... Okay. This is the last note about Donald Trump coming into office. Because this one's important. And it sort of ties back to the Larry Ellison thing, where they started building the buildings already before announcing any of this stuff, right? So Donald Trump has had teams and teams and teams of lawyers who have been writing all of this legislation for him. That's why there were 400 or whatever folders on the White House desk, on the Oval Office. And there are videos of him as he's signing them going, what does this one do? What's this one about? As the guy's describing it. So, like, it's also silly to pretend like these people don't already have a plan to circumvent some of this. We can reasonably assume that due to the current nature of their preparation, that they've already got a plan to make sure this happens, or to get around to skirt the courts somehow, and that shit is gonna get nuts quickly. But we can't look at that and be like, well, they were prepared for this. They've been preparing for this. His entire what do you call it? Is like his entire transition was publicly funded. I don't think that's ever happened. I'm not sure that's ever happened. So they're already prepared for a lot of this stuff. It'd be silly to think that they're not prepared for the legal challenges as well. Unfortunately, folks, the other side, as I consider it at times, because let's be honest, I am bisexual and they would prefer I was under the ground. The other side came prepared. What's up, Amy Ray? Thank you for the subscription. And folks, now we're going on to our good news. Our good news. An elusive California mammal has just been photographed alive for the first time. Scientists rarely, if ever, succeed in trapping it alive. Folks, I love animals. And this looks beautiful, man. The California hills, man, the rolling country out there is absolutely astoundingly beautiful. Oh, I went out and took a bunch of pictures last night of the ice and stuff. I gotta find somewhere to put those for y'all. Alright, so what do we got? If you're not a biologist, the Mount Lyell shrew looks similar to other shrews that occupy the Sierra Nevada. It's a small grayish-brown mammal with a pointy nose. Aside from its size, it's not particularly eye-catching, but it has a distinction that sets it apart from other mammals in the state. If you type its name into Google Images, you'll come up dry. Search results include a sketch of the animal, a map of its habitat range, and shots of other California shrews plucked from their Wikipedia page. But photographs of a living Mount Lyell shrew are missing. In the coming days, that's set to change. Until a few months ago, it was the only known mammal in the state of California that had never been caught on camera. In the century since biologists first identified the creature, it's received little scientific attention, in part because of the difficulty of capturing one. In November, 3 young researchers snapped the first ever photograph of the tiny animal. Look at this little stinky man. Oh my god. Alright. Alright, this man has stinker written all over him. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Please, I hope this opens. Where the hell did my downloads folder go? Oh, there it is. Great. Yes! Alright. Oh, but it won't come up on here. Oh, damn it. Anyway. Alright, so y'all are gonna have to go look this up. In fact, let me put up the I'll put up the link to the article. There we go. Now you all can go see. Great. Alright, so the shrew hasn't been trapped or recorded in 2 decades, Submarinian told SF Gate. So it's very possible one of the most poorly known mammal species in California. Is 9 to 10 centimeters long and weighs between 2 and 3 grams. According to the researchers' measurements, it occupies a small elevated area of the eastern Sierra Nevada and feeds on insects, although biologists know little else about its diet. It has small, beady eyes and a pointy snout, and it spends most of its time below ground. Biologist Clinton Hart Merriam first identified the shrew more than 100 years ago But since then, it's received little attention from mammalogists. It's got like big fancy pupper snoot. Like if this thing was 400 pounds, I would be just like petting the snoot. You know what I mean? The majority of Earth's biodiversity remains unknown, Jane wrote in a statement shared with SFGate. Projections suggest that most species remain scientifically undescribed, and of the described species, the majority remain unphotographed. Only a tiny fraction have seen any sort of detailed field study. The issue persists even in well-studied places like California, his statement continues. In an era of rapid biodiversity loss, it is important to record this information while it still exists while simultaneously fighting the extinction crisis. That's super cool. That's super cool. Oh, man. So let's check this out. Then came the hard part. This is interesting. There's a reason why nobody had photographed a living Mount Lyell shrew. They have incredibly fast metabolisms and will die if they don't eat every 2 hours. To catch a living shrew, researchers needed to monitor their traps constantly. If mammalogists set an overnight trap, they'll wake in the morning to find a dead shrew. Jane, Forbes, and Subramanian slept for no longer than 2 hours at a time, checking the traps regularly. It was kind of a go, go, go. He said, you trap some shrews, you photograph them, you release them, and by that time there are more shrews. That's fun. Well, yeah, but okay, but so that may make you sad, but like specifically they were not doing that so that the shrews would be saved. Which is, you know. Over the course of the expedition, the group captured 15 shrews of 4 different species. The vagrant shrew, the Montane shrew, Miriam's shrew, and the Mount Lyell shrew. Cool. So there we go, folks. I think you missed the link. What are they called? Lyell shrews. Folks, now it's time for you to give me your good news. He kind of looks like a mole. That's not a coincidence. They caught the chupacabra? Yes, DeMarcus. They did in fact catch the rare elusive Sierra Nevada chupacabra. You're still dodging getting your kid's illness. Excellent. Hey, Donnie, you got a big day. Going for all you can eat sushi tonight with the best? Yes, that's amazing. Shower, take your beds, take care of the dog and the cat. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's very exciting. Oh, man. You meal prep for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. 3 loads of laundry. Jesus. Squam, it's snowing? That sounds great. And those snow days, you could spend the morning with me instead of school, and now you have to do homework. I bet. Let me know if you need help. You only been half listening because you were driving. No, Courtney, they're practically the same thing. That's all. Just home with the winter sunset walk with puppers, a nap, and lasagna for dinner. That sounds amazing. Cheese Beth, what are you, I don't knowing? You start house sitting for your dad and stepmom, so that means you get to bake to your heart's content for the next week and cook the meals you want. Bex, that's phenomenal. You and your BF went to see all 3 Lord of the Rings movies in the theater Sunday? Oh my god. The theatrical or the extended edition? If you're watching all 3, I'll give you a pass if it was the theatricals. The only good news is that you can hear again. You're trying to think of some good news. Y'all are gonna have to let yourselves have some good news. Winter. The hell does that say? The only good news is that I can hear again. That's fabulous news. That's great news. That's a very positive thing. We need to stop talking about positive things like they suck. I'm glad you can hear again. I can't hear that well at all, even when I'm, like, not ill. This year will be the most friends going with us to MAG Fest this weekend ever. Grumble, very nice. You mean you lost hearing in your right ear? I got it taken care of today. Yeah. We're on the same page. You can see for what feels like the first time in your life? Yo, Alicia, you get, what'd you get, contacts? Glasses? LASIK? Different good news, it's absolutely freezing here. The brand new snow is so pretty. Oh, I bet. Your tumors are all gone? Zowie, we love it. We love it. Cheers to you. Squishy Panda Love is planning a trip to Japan with a friend this year? Yo, that's so cool. Are we having an accountability stream later? Folks, I don't know. Likely, I don't know. Maybe not. I gotta figure out my work today. By the way, folks, there is, speaking of work, there's a new audio and picture setup on the Spicy page. I'm going to post some cool pictures that I took last night somewhere. I don't know where I'm going to post them. I did go out, I put the spikes on my boots and I went out and I photographed the ice and some stuff like that. So hopefully you all enjoy that. I also put up a new YouTube video. Which is a bake-along if you want to break and bake cookies with me, or you can just watch me make cookies and talk about my coffee cups. So check that out if you got a hankering in a minute. So there we go. There we go. Folks, plenty of fun for you. Mods, thank you very much. I hope you all have great days. This has been the Wednesday Morning Zoo. I am your humble host, Kane Wolf. Yo, Winter, I'm all about it. I'm all about it. You discovered a new American chocolate bar? Wait, which one? Tally, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, folks, we're closing this down. It has been a thrill of a lifetime. I will see you all again on Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, and then we'll be doing a music stream on Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. It'll be great. It'll be great. In the meantime, I appreciate your support. Go subscribe to the Spicy page. Great. Love it. All right. Bye, everybody. How do you know what a Heath bar? It's claims